Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I mark some of my paper wasp queens. So there are many different ways that you can mark a queen, many different techniques. There are specific honeybee queen marking containers that you can purchase. I've never liked those. The way I do it is I always use a mesh net similar to this one. And basically I pinch the queen down into the net and then mark her through the net. And what I use to mark my wasps is just some whiteout solution. I found it actually is the only thing that I've used which will stay on the wasp throughout the duration of the season. So I always do stick with this whiteout solution to mark my wasps. Now because this whiteout solution is permanent, there is no way to remove it from a live stinging wasp once you have marked this wasp, okay? So that means that you need to be extremely careful when you're doing this, that you only get the solution on the top of the thorax of the wasp. You don't want any solution on any part of the wings of the wasp, and this is very important, even the base of the wing where the wing attaches to the thorax. If you get any whiteout solution whatsoever on the wings, the wasp will be rendered flightless, or you're going to hinder its ability to fly. And for me, this is extremely important because all of my queens end up with free flight access outdoors. I personally can't invest the time and the space involved to keep a wasp colony in captivity throughout the whole season. So my queens all end up with access to the outdoors and they need to be able to fly. So if I've messed up on marking a queen and I've got some whiteout solution on the wing, that queen is totally flightless. That she can't ever be released into the outdoors because she will try and go out and forage, wander off, and then she won't be able to fly back to the nest, and you'll never see her again. So it's very important that you're very careful with this. You don't get any on the wings, you don't get any on the head. You probably shouldn't get any on the abdomen. So you really only want to get it on the top of the thorax. So it goes without saying, this is a procedure that you shouldn't do after you've just finished your 10th cup of coffee or your 3rd can of Red Bull. You want to have a steady hand and you want to make sure that you only get it on the top of the thorax. And if you're like me and you're 25 and your eye vision has gone to absolute hell, you want to make sure you're wearing your glasses or your contact lenses. Now, with all that important information being said, I'm just going to jump right to it and start marking some of my queens. I have one Polistes metricus queen that I'm going to mark, who actually ended up in my house somehow, so I'm going to mark her and then end up releasing her, and it's just a little thing I like to do, see if I'll ever see that queen again. Maybe she'll show up in a nest box of mine. And I'm also going to mark 2 of my red wasp queens. So